Hello, my internet friends! My name is KittyOB10, and welcome to my Week 5 commentary of Dance with the Stars Season 25. Before we get into the gist of things, I just want to say that I fucking hate living in Indiana sometimes. It really pisses me off when the Colts take over for the night. Why can't they take over NBC, or shit like that? I just want to see the live fucking show at the same time as everyone else. These are the things that really grind my gears. Okay, let's move on. The theme for this week was Disney. While I'm usually pumped for this theme, I'm not on board with doing it again in the same year. But all in all, I was really impressed with most of the couples. I felt like this had more of a fun edge to it than last season's version. Enough with the chit-chat, let's recap. Victoria started off this magical night with a jazz. Originally, the Steamboat Willie routine was supposed to be a Charleston, but apparently Val couldn't find a way to create a Charleston, so it was changed to jazz. Well, let me tell you something. I saw a hint of Charleston, so that tea is interesting. Lynn saw a bit of that, some Lindy Hop, and apparently some twerking. I didn't see that much of it. And to each your own, I guess. But I really thought that this was a great start to the night. The outfits were beyond adorable. However, I do wish they had some sort of mouse ear to make it more realistic to portray. They looked more like cats. Regardless, it was cutesy in general. It reminded me so much of the older cartoons for the generation of the yesteryear. Also, I thought the scores were fairly good as well. I think Victoria can deliver a 10-worthy performance, but she's not there just yet. When I read the set list originally, it was in French. And my dumbass took Spanish in high school. Luckily, I had a friend who took French, and she translated the words for me. It is "Someday my prince will come." What is the point of doing the song in French? Does it give it more of a romantic feel or something? I don't know. Although it was pretty and lovely, Vanessa looked disillusioned. Like, her lines and her legwork were great, but she looked like she smoked a pipe or something before performing. It reminded me of how Tamar used to dance, like a deer in the headlights. Max looked more interested in his partnership this week, so that's a plus. The segments with him portraying all the dwarves was beyond hilarious. It kinda threw me off when he stated a familiar phrase from season 13. "This is my show." I'm dead serious, he really said that. Now, you may say, "Oh, Katie, well, he was messing around this time." That may be the case, but we all know he surely fucking meant it in 2011. Not to get off topic even more, I thought they did alright. But I think they're losing the momentum the judges were praising about, and that's never a good sign, y'all. When You Wish Upon a Star is the signature song for the Disney parks. That's a proven fact. So when you're singing or dancing to this iconic piece, you have to sell it. Otherwise, it's a total flop. Oh, did this give me the Disney goosebumps. Lindsay is just so elegant, and Mark was a dashing man. I like seeing this side of him, but I need more crazy antics from Mark as soon as possible. This week, they proved they could be more than just a quirky pair. If I could move like Lindsay freaking Sterling, I'd be in business. Plus, can we acknowledge the fact that they had Mickey Mouse play the piano? His gloves are huge. They can't play tiny piano keys. But whoever was in the costume did a fantastic job portraying that concept. I'm really content that Lynn gave them a 10. It was about time Lindsay got a 10 anyway. Will she get more next week or in the future weeks to come? Let's wait and see. At this point in the competition, it's safe to say that I'm going to start drinking again when Nick is about to perform. He's not improving or making himself stand out. He's just fucking there. And what can I say about Peta's choreography this week? Remember when she used to wow us in past Disney shows with James Maslow and Niall DeMarco? I'm really starting to believe she's really losing her mojo. Her priorities are different. Peta, you know I love you, but seriously, take a break when season 26 rolls around. We will fucking understand. Motherhood changes everyone. Just ask Allison Holker. God, I miss her too. But anyway, it was abysmal, guys. Can I talk about Drew now? Why am I even asking y'all? This is my channel. Of course we're gonna go to Drew next. Before we start discussing Drew, I want to make a note that they premiered the new voice actor for Kermit the Frog in this episode of Dancing with the Stars. This is a big change for me. Growing up, I was used to Steve Whitmire, and when he was fired, I was stunned. But the new voice actor sounds pretty decent. It's going to take some time getting used to him. I have a friend who is in his late 30s, and he grew up with Jim Henson's version, so I understand about accepting a new actor for the part. He had to do it when Jim Henson passed away, so I think I'll be alright with the new guy. Okay, let's move on from that. I will never get tired of Rainbow Connection. It's one of my favorite songs of all time, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm highly critical when someone covers this beloved song. The girl that was singing it fucked up 2 lines. 2 lines! I'm still salty on it, but my Muppet heart will go on. But anyway, Drew was spectacular. He was charming, and he held his own. I grow more fondly of his partnership with Emma. He's really blossomed into someone that I can enjoy all around. And can we talk about how Emma was stunning on Monday's show? I just love her so freaking much. She's doing everything in her willpower to make everyone remember Team Hot Property, and I think she's doing a fantastic job with it. Like Kermit, I'm gonna give this performance a 10. Okay, I would like to know how in the hell do you create a rumba for Kiss the Girl? This song doesn't even scream rumba material. As for the routine in a whole, I thought it was alright. There were certain parts where Sasha just stood there and posed, and she was just waiting for Gleb to come and save her like a damsel in distress. Honestly, I thought they were playing it too safe. Where is the Gleb Sevchenko that came back strong with Janet Kramer? Where is the Gleb Sevchenko that would surprise me? The choreography kind of resembled his work with Erica Jane. I was just wanting a bit more, but once again, it wasn't up to the standards I was having. I think I wanted something more unique, but I just got bland. To my surprise, Tio did a great job with this quickstep. He let loose and just had fun. He kept hold. He kept pushing through. He's obviously a tall guy, so I understand if he starts to look lanky like Drew in the early weeks. I thought this was a great routine, but I don't know if that was really 9 worthy. Karen. Cheryl could deliver memorable performances back in the day, but now, every time when she comes back for a newer season, she doesn't give out the standout performances like she used to. It's kind of sad, but it's just how she's always been as well. I think she sees who she has, and she doesn't even try. She just makes routines that makes herself look good and hopes no one notices her partner sucks. If Cheryl ever comes back for a future season, just at least give it your best, girlfriend. I know she's trying with T.O., but I don't think she's trying hard enough. The last time we saw a routine involving Pirates of the Caribbean, it was when Riker Lynch embodied Jack Sparrow. No one, and I think no one, okay, just my opinion, no one could ever top his Paso Doble. Oh boy, Frankie came a close second for me with his Argentine tango. This was incredible. He was purely committed to the role. He may not see himself as sexy, but I would disagree. Sure, he still has that baby face, but he's gotten more good looking as he continues to get older. He was on his A game, and he protected Whitney from a wardrobe malfunction. You gotta give him mad props for that. He improved his legwork, which the judges critiqued about last week. I could go on and on about this performance, but I like to keep things brief. To make it simple, Frankie is phenomenal. I think he's going to be in the semifinals at least if he and Whitney keep up their stride. Well, well, well. Jordan finally brought up his Disney past. This is probably going to shed some light for the older demographic. And it's probably going to be interesting because I know some of the older demographics sick of Disney stars competing too. I'm not gonna lie though, this is the one routine I was looking forward to. And what could I say except I loved it. I loved how in sync they were, and surprisingly, I even loved the breakdown. Now, normally, I'm not bothered when someone lip syncs to a song, but for some strange reason, I was a bit agitated when Jordan was doing it. He's a fantastic competitor, and I enjoy his work with Lindsay, but to be honest, I don't feel connected with them. I don't want a Normani Corday factor on my case, but this feeling is really strange. I'm not hating or anything, don't assume that. It's just the only time I felt a connection with Jordan was with last week's performance. Maybe it's just me. If any of you feel the same way as me, let me know. I just worry how much people are really invested in Jordan and Lindsay. But then again, I'm gonna repeat myself. This routine was absolutely fantastic. Will I probably watch this again? Yes, but probably not as many times as others. I just want to feel more of a connection with Jordan. Is it too much to ask? Nikki fucking Bella actually closed out the show. That's a rarity. Anyway, for this week, she and Arden were given a song to a movie that will be released next month. It could have gone either way. It could have been a great promotion for Coco, or a death sentence for Team SmackDown. Holy shit, this was fantastic! This was Nikki just enjoying herself for the hell of it. We also got a taste of her Mexican heritage. This was a piece that I think she didn't want to disappoint anyone in her family with. And I think she did the song and the dance routine justice. I loved everything about it. She was smiling ear to ear, she wasn't worried about anything. It just made me really happy to see a more refreshing side to her. Plus, Artem in the sombrero is the greatest thing I've ever seen when it comes to Disney Night. I love this song, I love this dance, and I can't wait to see Coco next month. I got a secret, and I don't want to keep it. I could have seen this elimination coming from a mile away. Sure, Sasha didn't suck on the same level as Nick and T.O., but she wasn't as phenomenal as Jordan and Lindsay and Frankie. I applaud her for being tasteful with her elimination. Yes, it's sad, but she's grateful and there's no hard feelings about it. And I know we all want Nick to leave, but like I keep pointing out, the producers want to show the married couple versus married couple bullshit as much as possible. You know, I found it rather amusing that they just zoomed the camera on Nick and Peta as Sasha and Glove's names were called, of being like, oh yeah, you two, you're going home today. Peta's just all like, oh, poor Sasha. And Nick's just over here like, I want to go fucking home. Who keeps voting for me? Eventually, we'll have our way. I don't know when, but it will be a satisfying day. As for the A-Team, they did their best, but they weren't strong enough to be remembered by most of the audience. I wish Sasha the best of luck with her career and her pending marriage. And Gleb, baby, it's back to the drawing board for you. It's time to relive your Janet Kramer days and take notes for the future. Next week is movie night. Somehow I feel like they're going to push the Agent Cody Banks segment in Frankie's routine. I'm not going to complain about it, but I just have that weird feeling. Also, our guest judge next week will be the lovely Shania Twain. Not only is she judging, but she is also performing a new song from her new album. I am living for this moment. I have been waiting for this for such a long time, and I am so fucking ready. Until we see this iconic queen in the ballroom, sound off in the comments below. What did you guys think of this magical night? Who are your favorites? Who didn't impress you? What are your thoughts on Sasha's elimination? If you guys enjoyed this week's video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and you want to see more of me in the future, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be alerted when I upload new content. Until next week, take care everybody!